The question some of us have been asking, till when will foreign nations stop meddling in Africa's affairs, African countries' affairs and politics? You look at Somalia and Somaliland. We have Israel trying to meddle, trying to recognize Somaliland as a sovereign state. Of course, Somaliland is one of this breakaway region that has been seeking independence and recognition from Somalia Federation. But again, also you look at the Sudan now, where we having a waging war between the Rapid Support Forces, the RSF, against the Sudanese military. You find the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, the Dubai, they are meddling into Sudan's politics and, of course, sovereignty, whereby they're being accused or it's being alleged that they are arming and supporting the RSF military. At the same time, you look at the Sahel countries where France was actually kicked out and the American forces were actually even kicked out, plus German forces. But still, you find a lot of meddling happening there. The question, many times, countries like Burkina Faso and Niger and Mali have accused France of supporting some of these jihadist attacks that have been orchestrated over the past few months. You come to Central Africa, we have the Russian presence there. The Russian presence is quite evident in Bangui. And these are some of the elements that you see these foreign nations and their military coming into infiltrate Africa. If they're not physically present, they are present in forms of monetary, assistance, and also, of course, arming these military and militia. So, what is at stake? Why do you think this is happening? Of course, many of us have said this because of mineral. They need these raw materials, the uraniums, the lithiums, the cobalt, the gold that is in these areas. But again, who is to blame in this scenario? Who is to blame? Our leaders, ourselves, the external forces, countries and states. So it's high time, I think, Africa also try to, you know, show its true face and defend its value. So over time, this foreign interference has actually brought a lot of, issues and problems in our continent, and we've seen thousands of people dying in these wars. We have drought because, again, when you have drought and famine, simply means people can't farm because instead of farming, you are involved in you're actually running away for your life because your security is under threat. You look at countries like Nigeria, whereby we have kidnappings, we have the Boko Harams, waging a war against civilians there. And now you see even American forces trying to bomb some of them in their regions. And right now we even have like over 200 US military that are going to help train the Nigerian army. You come to countries like Kenya, you find even the British, the US, they're having their army bases in our countries. The question is, and do you think a country like Kenya can have its military base in the US or in China or in France? The answer is no, they can't allow this to happen because they'll say this is for the sake of sovereignty. And, but all in all, a friend of mine said that this all can be blamed on us. It can be blamed on us because we don't respect ourselves as Africans. Once that respect and respect for our own dignity comes into play, then this won't be happening. We need to have patriotic leadership, patriotic citizens to help to ensure that this does not happen. We're not even forgetting to talk about the loans that are being taken, loans that are being taken externally, but they end up not addressing the real issues in our country. Taking loans is not bad. Countries take loans, even the US take loans. They have debts all over from China, from their worst enemy, of course. But then what did you do with the loan? Because again, some of these countries, some of the loans they took and bonds they took can't be traced back in terms of real development they've done on the ground. So stay tuned and remember to subscribe.